Good morning, it's Kimberly Titlebaum from Recipes for Success, and we're here in partnership with the beautiful High Point Library, and we're here today to talk more about marvelous microwave meals. I dare you to say that 4 times fast. Microwaves are just some of the greatest innovations made to kitchens in the last 100 years. But like anything else, they're a little different. You have to know how to use them, and most of all, you have to be able to use them safely. So we're going to talk today about making baked apples. Now for this, you want a nice, sweet, tart apple. I mean, any apple will do. But if you use one like a Granny Smith, which are marvelous, they're so tart, but they don't soften up that much. If you get one that's too soft, like a Macintosh, it'll just turn into mush. Now, if you like mush, use a Macintosh. But I like something, this is a Kinzie apple. They're very inexpensive right now, available, grown primarily in Japan, but that doesn't matter, they're shipped everywhere. But any good sweet tart apple will do. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to start very simply. You're going to take your mug, and remember, we always check to make sure that our mug is microwave safe. And we're going to put a tablespoon of butter in. And you'll be receiving a link to the recipe later. We're going to add a spoonful of brown sugar and a portion, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's a little much, of cinnamon to this. Now, cinnamon and apple are just marvelous together. So we're going to take all of this, and we're going to microwave just this combination for about 30 seconds. What we're going to do is melt the butter and mix the spices. Now, while that's working, this is a good time to go ahead and peel and core our apple. Okay, now we're going to check, make sure everything's melted. And it is. And we're going to give it just a bit of a stir. Make sure it's all mixed up nicely. And that's just beautiful, just like that. A nice brown, flavorful mix. Now, while that was microwaving, I took the opportunity to remove the peel. And now we're going to quarter our apple. Fortunately, you don't have to have a very sharp knife for this. By quartering, that means we cut it into 4 more or less equal pieces. And now, each piece still has a piece of the core in the middle right there. You don't want to eat the core, it won't hurt you, but it's hard to digest. So We just cut the core out by making a diagonal slice. And all you have left is pure apple. Now, you'll notice that I left a little bit of peel on this, and that's perfectly all right. A little peel is good for you. That's where a lot of your nutrients are. So I'm taking my quartered apples and I'm cutting it into slices. And I'm going to go ahead and take these slices and cut them in half. Like so. And then I'm going to just drop them in a little bit at a time. And I'm going to make sure that that lovely cinnamon flavor is spooned up over them. Then I'm going to add the next couple of pieces and stir and spoon. Add a couple of more pieces. Stir and spoon. And do this till it's all in there and covered well. And if one escapes, just put it off to one side. Sometimes you have fugitive food. But now that I've got it all covered and all the pieces have been introduced to the butter and the cinnamon and the brown sugar, I'm going to add just about a tablespoon of water. Why do I do that? Well, when you bake in the oven, there's a lot of water in apple, and it's going to be in the oven for quite a long time, and what you're partially doing is steaming as well as baking. Well, we're not going to be baking it for an hour at a time. We're going to do this for just about 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to add some water, and I'm going to cover it with a trivet, like so. You could also use a saucer or a piece of plastic wrap. Just put it right over the top to make a seal, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave for 4 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, this is interesting. What you've seen, the steam was so powerful, it actually blew off our trivet. That tells you a little bit about how hot it gets. Now, you always want to use a mitt or something. Remember, the food is cooked, but the container gets really hot as well. You don't want to cook your fingers. You're going to take it out. You're going to put it on a trivet. And you're going to give it a bit of a stir to see if it's done completely. If not, you can put it in for a minute, another minute, but oh, this is perfectly done. Make sure that we can see this well. Now, here's the thing about microwave food. You don't want to, it just came out of the microwave. It looks like you would think the microwave stopped, so it stopped cooking, right? Not so much. Remember, everything that's hot is still vibrating. It's still generating heat. It's still cooking. If you were to take a scrumptious bite of this right now, it would taste delicious, but you would burn your tongue. And a burnt tongue is no fun. So let's go ahead, give it time to rest in between cooking. Give it a minute. Now, like I said, you can eat this just the way it is, and it smells marvelous. Or you can add for breakfast, you could add a handful of granola and maybe a little bit of yogurt, and this would be a marvelous start to the day. Or add a little bit of ice cream for a decadent dessert. Or just eat it the way it is. Delicious. Most of us don't get enough fruit and vegetables in our diet. This is an easy way to enjoy your vegetables. I have them a couple of times a week. So enjoy your microwave meal. Make it and send me a picture of it. We'd love to hear from you. Bye-bye.